What's up, YouTube? It's your girl Euphoria tapping in with day 303 of evolving into a starseed. Today's episode is going to focus on, we've done it before, but accountability. Accountability. And what accountability looks like would be accountability looks like taking accountability for everything that you agreed to, even if it wasn't necessarily done with any intention. At the end of the day, you agreed to it, right? So, as you guys know, I'm moving into my new place, or I moved in. My furniture will be here tomorrow for me. My son's furniture is coming today. And I've pretty much made space and room for myself here. Kind of got accustomed to the people who are here. Figured them out a little bit. You know, watch them from a distance, watch them up close. Just really got in tune with how they really operate. In that space, my son came over for the first time yesterday to kind of try to learn the neighborhood as well. But before he came, I did allow a friend to come over. Because I was just in here, you know, and the person said they wanted to get their hair done. I'm thinking about doing hair and marketing, things of that sort, just getting the business out there, but having to also realize whatever. Again, just taking accountability. To make long story short, I knew this person wasn't the best top quality person to bring into this chapter of my life, but I figured if my situation was different, how would they react differently? And they reacted worse than before, I would believe. I mean, kind of better, but you know, more accountability on their part as well. And again, any journey with any soul mates, whether that be a friend soulmate, ex soulmate, you get what I'm saying? It's all about transformation and figuring out more pieces of your soul anyway. So, I can't really say that I'm upset about the outcome. More so about me allowing it to continue on, but just taking accountability for allowing it into the space. So now it kind of just lingers. But I appreciate everyone in my environment that's trying to do everything that they can in their power to eliminate that residue. So that it doesn't hinder anyone else from doing what they're doing in their space and in their life, right? So appreciate the people who actually came through as security versus teaming up with the issue to make it worse on me moving forward in my journey towards, you know, growing in this vast economy of spirituality and awareness and um, my ability to be seen by other people, other things. Because as y'all know, I already am internationally acknowledged, which I have been on this platform plenty of times. People from India, people from South America, South Africa, Colombia, Argentina. this platform's allowed me to connect with all those different individuals. But I'm also realizing now that this platform will pick and choose who to really push, whose content they think is better. And I'm okay with that. I also understand there's going to be individuals attempting to attach to me in order to gain footing in my new life. That's a part of this journey. And I won't mention no names, but again, accountability. Today's date is October 28th, 2025. Time is fluid, so if you're hearing this message now, or whenever you're hearing it, it's what you need to hear. And it says avoid extremes. Apply your mind to instruction and correction and your ears of words and your ears to words of knowledge. Proverbs 23:12. When I first became a Christian, I heard a message about keeping my mouth shut. So I made a decision that the next day I wouldn't open my mouth to say anything. I was determined to not get myself in any trouble with my words. The next morning, I did not say a word for several hours. Then somebody asked me, "What is your problem?" That made me mad all over again. Eventually, I learned that extremes never make our days go right. Reading God's Word helps us find balance to face everything that comes our way. The Word says that we are well balanced because the devil seeks someone to devour. Now, funny thing about that statement, right? Living within this neighborhood, I don't know if these people are understanding of what it means to have an impact outside of just your community, um, or the ability to even reach people outside of your community. So when I attempt to grow to my fullest potential, sometimes I feel like the people, because they don't understand it, because of their comfortability, and them, I guess, are attempting to put me in a box. From what I understand, um, when I do attempt to expand, I guess it feels like I'm trying to do something intentional to them, um, which is strange because it's like I already was doing this before I moved here. You know, I've been vlogging my YouTube journey about living in my car and the evolution of what I went through since February. Well, actually, honestly, since I lived in my mother's basement, and honestly, before then, because I was vlogging every day on YouTube at my old apartment as well. What's up, love? So sometimes being here, maybe the people not understanding my experience and what I'm doing and why I want to be able to stretch as big as I want to without necessarily having one of, hey girl, you look great. Thank you. Um, I'm glad you're okay. Thank you. It just the ability to want to expand to my fullest potential and, you know, not necessarily have anybody in particular over top of me that I'm not necessarily trying to take with me on this journey because they show me that they don't want to help me. Now, they might be attempting to try to, in the background, do better by me now because they realize that I never did nothing to hurt nobody. If I ever came at you any kind of ways because I felt that you attacked me first, right? And I have a kid that I'm bringing into this space, and he's been through a lot. His father has been incarcerated for 5 years. I'm trying to do my best to keep him protected and keep that jail energy off of him so that he can experience this world in its fullest potential without stressing, you know. But I do understand the Bible saying, whatever you shall reap will be the burden of your children. But what does jail have to do with kids? When we understand that the system literally is putting us in these boxes on purpose, I just can't understand or fathom anyone wanting to watch a family go through any kind of disparity, right? So for me, it says that today I'm going to be quiet, which I probably will do a word fast today because I have been fasting since I've been here, like eating one meal a day, small meals, because I just don't. I'm not as hungry as I used to be before, even through the whole entire homelessness journey anyway. But my goal here is to show people more than I can tell them. Like, I still wake up every morning and do my YouTube religiously. I'm not no slack. I'm not no slouch. I'm not a lazy person. Um, yeah, I quit my job at Hair Cuttery, but that's because I was around a lot of people who were judging me adversely there as well. Not really giving me the benefit of the doubt, like, oh yeah, when is she going to get her place? Huh? She's not going to get her place. Like, literally blocking the energy. I've been applying for I've been coming to this community every single day, on and off since August, attempting to move in here. You understand? So it's like, to finally get in here and just feel like I'm being shoved into some kind of box. You're doing great. Just keep your head up. Our wealth is coming. Trust. We abundant in spirit. The less will come when we can finally manifest on new earth. I know. I'm fasting as well. And I know that's already happened. Like, I already see myself in heaven. I already seen, like, it's funny. I had a dream. I talk about this a lot, but it said in the dream, it said, well, heaven was above the mall. Like, I kept having a dream about heaven being above the mall, and I couldn't understand, why is heaven above the mall in my dream? That doesn't make sense. Why is heaven above the mall? And then one day during a full moon, I was doing DoorDash, and I was looking at the full moon, and I got stuck behind this church because I couldn't find this girl's address. It's like I didn't want to call, and my phone wasn't having reception. All kinds of crazy stuff was going on, but I just kept looking at the moon, and I was behind this church that I had seen in my dream. Like, the like, I'd been there, and it was like my brother was running. It was like something about, there was like this thing that was on fire, and it was like a thing about nights and all this weirdness. I'm like, what the heck am I doing here? How did I get here? I literally seen this in my dream before. And then I looked up at the moon, and I was like, and it was like heaven was above them all. Move the M forward. Like, heaven was above them all. Not just the mall, because the mall is a place where you go for ego, to buy things, to look more important than people, to dress better, to flex, pop your shit, whatever people do at the mall. A social place of, like, oh, I shop at this store. I shop at the real Victoria's Secret. I ain't got to go to whatever that bootleg lingerie store is over there. I get the real stuff. It's a competition of ego, which is nothing wrong with having good stuff. And I'm seeing even more spiritual people are ended up there. As the days are coming on, I'm seeing even people who, like, this guy, he has telepathic powers, and he can telekinesis. He can move bottles and stuff with his hand, move the wind, all this stuff, all the magic in the world. But they're ending up there too. Now, to be there is not a problem because we're all humans and we all are having a human experience. But to finally get to heaven, you have to be above them all, meaning you can't want to be in certain people's faces. Not to say that what they're doing is bad, but having a social media presence of over 100,000 people requires agreements and contracts. Having a certain amount of people following you on social media and following your music career comes with certain contracts. And when you get tied down into contracts, even living in this apartment complex, tying you down into a contract really will stop you from that true heaven was above them all version of yourself. Because in the dream, I would climb up to heaven every single time, but when I got up there, it's like I had this guest coat that my grandmother had just got me, and I had a pocket full of money, and the money fell out of my pocket. It fell all the way down to the mall, and I was like, oh my god! The first time I went back down, I picked it up and I brought it back. I'm like, oh my god, I need my money. And I came back up, and then I fell down again, and this girl was like, oh shoot, I found this money. She started dancing with my money. I'm like, oh no, that's mine. And he like, heaven just looked at me like, okay, if you want to keep going back down there, the money is what's keeping you stuck there. The ego, the status of being like everybody else, even like not living in my car. Living in my car felt like, oh my gosh, so people be like, oh, this bitch homeless. Like, and plus with the person I just recently dated, it's like, you don't even have shit. You living in the car. I don't really want you like that. What can you do for me? You live in your car. You broke. Is the assumption. How you living in your car? You can't save money. I still got a cell phone bill and I'm giving you money for it. Signing this contract to be stuck in this apartment building took away the ability to even rise above that adversity of, now I'm contractually attached to a whole bunch of people that I don't even know because we live in the same neighborhood. So heaven was above them all. It's not about money. It's not about status. I love you, girl. You got this. So proud. of you finna go listen to some music and readings. Love you. Peace. I understand that the energy is a lot, but people don't understand that you'll meet some special people in your life who really are above what you understand. And it's not because of them being egotistical. It's because of what I've seen, what I've prophesied, the dreams that I get from the higher up. So when I get into a space where I'm dreaming and I'm forgetting my dreams again, I'm having detailed dreams, but I'm forget. Okay, I'm waking up. My meditation music is being cut because I guess somebody else don't want to hear, so they send the energy at my meditation. Like that's throwing off my psychological connection to the atmosphere around us. So to see someone else, no, I'm just seeing you how you don't see any. No, I'm just seeing how you don't need any help because you already in tune, so you need no help. I be working. I understand. It's just, it's weird to me because like right now, I hear my stomach bubbling. It's like it be feeling like it's just a bunch of people just sitting in my stomach, like waiting for me to tell them what to do. But then when I do tell them what to do, it's like they don't want to do it. Love you too. Peace. You be trying to lead a nation of people like, okay, so what we gonna focus on growing today? Like food stamps is cut. So we gonna get some soil from Home Depot, we gonna get the buckets, what we growing today? Y'all gonna get the mushroom germ and start eating mushrooms. You see that they could taste like seafood. If you see they could taste like anything you season them to taste like. What we growing today? We got a garden across the street. The whole neighborhood has access to. That's the first garden they took me to when the county was about to give me funding to go ahead and start gardens in everybody's neighborhood. They took me to that exact garden across the street because I was at a meeting up the street at the social services building over there for housing. I was talking to some dude over there because he was giving out food and SNAP benefits over there at the recreation center. His name was Harold Hill. He was a murderer, criminal in the DC area. They released him from prison and allowed him to come home as long as he worked for the government and handed out food to everybody else. Basically, you still stuck. Once you leave jail, you're still in the system. Basically, they just wanted you locked up because they needed your information to get plugged into the system. So they let him come home as long as he worked for them. And in that contract, he showed me the garden across the street. Mm-hmm. Yeah, getting released from jail comes with a muzzle. Anywho, right? Because now all y'all jumping off the live, right? Y'all feel the energy. But he said that they awarded him the money, and I never got around to getting it for some odd reason. It was to start a whole entire grow nursery in my neighborhood, in my community, and get people on alignment with growing their foods. I've been trying to start this years ago, but at this point now y'all finally got your benefits cut. So y'all gonna like work with me, or y'all gonna work against me still? I've been trying to do this. I've been around this area for years. My neighborhood I lived in that had the mold in it that I helped all the people get their rent stabilized. The Spring Park Apartments. It's right down the street. It's right across the street from the Chick-fil-A on Tekla Road. They trying to make me stutter like a bitch up in here. Hold on, y'all. The point that I'm making here is this. People will go out of their way to confine you and control you, not realizing you be the one thing that actually could set them free from themselves. So I'm going to focus on myself today, like they said, and be quiet. And I'm going to just go ahead and do what I know I'm supposed to do, which is go start the grow nursery. Maybe Mr. Hill will come back around and say, oh, the money that I got for the program you wanted to start, I'm going to actually get behind you and fund you since you live next to the garden. If I'm lucky, right? God willing. Just practice what I preach. So I'll grow my mushrooms and my spinach and my other leafy greens because they have a 4 to 5 week turnaround, the leafy greens, and the mushrooms have a 1 week turnaround. So once I grow them, every week I'll just have a new batch of mushrooms. So I really never have to use the same ish as everybody else. I'll keep all the seeds from my plants. I'll repot them. And I'll continue to focus on me. Appreciate you. Just looking around at my situation and trying to figure out what actually feels best for me and my soul. Knowing that so many different families want to adopt me and take me in, it's just like, don't you get it? I enjoyed the idea of getting free from y'all, just so I could finally prophesy and get back to my gifts. I'm doing well, thank you. It's 6 a.m. on the dot. So it's been just over 30 minutes. I've already read the word of the day. I'll go ahead and give y'all a tarot read, and I'm going to go ahead and hop up out of here. First card that flew out was the High Priestess. A woman in divine feminine energy, but also aware. A dreamer, dream decipherer. Oh my. Balancing the light and the shadow, for sure. The word of the day was pretty much to just be quiet. To not get yourself in any further trouble than you already have gotten yourself in. And just take time to really sit with self today. We got a King of Swords in the energy. That's a Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. We also have a King of Pentacles in the energy. That would be a Taurus, Capricorn, or a Virgo masculine as well. We got a Queen of Wands at the bottom of the deck. And we have celebrity status or mastery of a skill being achieved today. Oh, that's something to be achieved today. Then we have the Emperor card. So someone is an emperor in their energy and their true divine right. That's masculine energy, which is a mastery of all four suits. So even though we spoke about a King of Swords and a King of Pentacles, then there is the King of Wands and then the King of Cups. A King of or Emperor is a master of all four suits. So maybe the person who is the King of Swords and a King of Pentacles could be the same person, but based on my knowledge and what I know, I don't believe that to be true. But you can have more than one sign in your chart highly aspected. Like my sun sign is Sagittarius and Scorpio, so I'm a cusp baby. But then my moon sign is Pisces, which is water, which is a Queen of Cups. So first sign is Sagittarius is Queen of Wands. But then I'm also a cusp baby, so the Scorpio is Queen of Cups. But then my moon sign is Pisces, which is Queen of Cups. And then my rising sign is a Gemini, which is a Queen of Swords, right? So, but most of my chart screams Scorpio, which is the Queen of Cups. So the majority of my chart is actually to be a nurturer, which would explain this card. The everlasting source of energy, a pourer, a giver, a nurturer, a mother energy. Where the hell is this fruit fly coming from? I threw my jackfruit out. Oh, shit. Somebody else got fruit or something because it's coming through the vents. Or, oh, look at that. Queen of Swords also at the bottom of the deck. A big chunk came out, but I'm going to take it. So first card is use your intuition. The man that brought fire to the village, or spark. So whichever person you want to go with today, your Emperor, your King of Pentacles, your King of Swords, choose which one will be the spark for your day-to-day. You can choose. They'll also be your protector for the day. With the Nine of Wands, this is the protector card. Because you see he's putting a boundary up and protecting it, which may cause some people to go sick, but hey, his job is to protect you, right? That could be even for masculines, your father, your grandfather, your ancestors. And then we have the Five of Cups. So winning the war and not the battle necessarily, but this time, today is a win for you. Whatever it is today, it's going to be a win. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. One more card. Someone was doing spell work on you at night while you were asleep. Then we have the Four of Wands, for the sake of peace and harmony for their own selves. Learn to become a student today. There's a Selfish King at the bottom of the deck. Judgment for someone. The Judgment card. Then we have the Ten of Swords. Somebody's getting backstabbed for sure. Your inability to become a student will cause you to be backstabbed, or your inability to be a student will cause judgment, which will leave someone backstabbed. Then we have the Strength card out here. Now we have somebody eerily sitting over top of my head, being weird for unrequited purpose. Hey, when did you get out of the car? I think the more appropriate question would be like, hey, when did you move into your space? Congratulations. There's a celebration coming for you because of your strength. I was thinking that as I wrote it. Good point. Hope you've been well. I'm good. I'm straight. We have a Knight of Cups in the energy. Being a quick-witted thinker will get you out of a lot of situations. Again, we have someone doing spell work and root work on you while you're asleep. Violating your personal space. Then we have the Joy card at the bottom of the deck. Queen of Pentacles is also at the bottom of the deck. It says to watch out for your kids at the bottom of the deck as well. Also, watch out for this Five of Swords, backstabbing, betrayal. Leo might be involved. Someone who's fast as a cheater might be involved. And someone who's in jail might also be involved. The best person for the job today will get it done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And when you find your soulmate for your family to be built, that's when you'll get your spiritual abundance from your ancestors. So yeah, they're linking the King of Cups definitely with the spell work that's being done at night. So if you're wondering where it's coming from a King of Cups. If you are having any kind of root work done on you or you're feeling weird, it might be a Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer masculine. 1, 2, 8. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Seven of Swords, some kind of betrayal. The monkey that wore the mask and drank the water while they portrayed the lion for higher ups definitely gave the vibe of yesterday for sure. Betrayal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I love your energy. I'm glad you found a place to stay. You definitely deserve it, beautiful girl. Thanks. I appreciate the compliments. The Justice card just fell out of the deck. So you will be receiving justice for all the things that you endured. King of Wands may be trying to help you invoke this justice of Sagittarius, Leo, or what the heck is the other one? Aries masculine. And a Queen of Cups. But be patient. Don't run, because when you run, you chase death. Because the only thing that we'll all be racing to is the finish line of life. So all that going too fast stuff is done, because you live fast, you die fast. Because the only destination at the end of all of this is, in fact, the end. So stop rushing to the end and trying to be the fastest, because you racing quicker to death. That's all. When it comes down to it, when it boils down to it, the nitty gritty. So take it slow, oh, 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 oh. It's time to take it slow, take it slow, oh, 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 oh. It's time to take it slow. Excuse me. Excuse me, y'all. You know how it is, burping out all them extra spiritual attachments that ain't got nothing to do with you, that's feeding off your life source. To imagine God made the body so intelligent that it could burp out things that are siphoning your energy and harm you. It could help you fart out, release, shit out, piss out things that are parasitically attaching itself to you. God made the body so intelligent on a spiritual aspect, physical aspect, mental aspect, that it could literally shit out the things, past the things that are no good for you, and we don't take advantage of that. We say, oh my God, you're excreting things that are bad for you. How nasty of you to excrete things instead of just sit there in agony and pain and withhold all of this information that you know is negative and I don't know, non-conducive for your actual internal health. The human race really humors me. If you play the lottery, the numbers to play are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Up 6, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 6, 6, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 6, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6, 6, 4, 5, 6, or 6, 6, 5, 4. However you want to put it. But the order I got was 6, 6, 4, 5, based on how I read the cards. So, play the lottery today. You probably will win something. All right, so the story goes for the wands. Wands is spirit, which is origin. For peace and harmony, there's someone protecting you. They are bringing a spark to your life. They may have done some work on you last night, but it's in order for the celebration. It's a King of Wands. So don't be mad about the work that was done on you. A King of Wands had to do something to get you out of whatever you were stuck in. Still, no, if it's not warranted, it's still really a bird. Like it's crossing boundaries. So yeah. 5 of Cups. There's a war to be won over your energy, which is eternal life. A King of Cups is definitely in it. They think that that person may be the best person to win the job because they're a quick thinker, but then that would leave you in this Queen of Cups energy. So that may be your perfect match. People might think that's your match. However, you may not. Take it how it resonates. The story for the Pentacles goes, and y'all know that Cups is your soul, so that's soulmate energy. Now, when it comes to your earthly realm energy, right? You're here, you being here, in order to really or achieve a certain kind of level of abundance or celebrity status or mastery of a skill, they want you to go through with the King of Pentacles. And you see he has a blue jewel on his neck, so that's the throat chakra, a choker on the throat chakra. Boy, child, I ain't never lied about that one. And this would actually give you the Ten of Pentacles spiritually as well. It would bring you some type of family, but you'd have to be a student first in order to learn their protocol and their household. Which basically says give up everything in order to start a new life, but it's only about abundance material-wise, celebrity status, things that are on this level of consciousness, not your soul. Not really what your soul wants to do, not your soulmate journey. Right? So be careful and mindful of that, of course. For the swords, which is your mind, your brain, there's a King of Swords that's asking you to balance your light and your dark. But this may come with a backstab and betrayal for their social hierarchy. So be careful, because there's a lot of betrayal, and they may also be doing business with the people who want to betray you, as well as the person who's in jail, incarcerated, that you may know. And again, it's Ten of Swords, backstab and betrayal. So yeah, somebody who's a King of Swords definitely asked me to come do their hair today. I want to get my locks reattached. They know how much time that's going to take, and I got to be over in their area, in their location, at their property, doing it. Like, I can already see how that's going to go. And he already locked me, linked me in with my grandmother last time. So, you know how that might go. Right? So you just read the room. Like, every single person, I've read the room on all 3 individuals already. For me personally. Because this is a collective read. But if you're here, we're part of collective. We're all going through, you know, our tests. So for the major arcana, use your intuition. Overall, for all situations, all tiers of the whole entire deck, use your intuition. That's how you step into Emperor energy and mastery of all 4. Also into High Priestess energy, just knowing. Feminine energy is to just know and have discernment when it comes to the dream state and how that relates to your physical life. Then you got your strength. You got to use your strength because judgment is happening every day. Every single day is judgment day. If you haven't realized that yet in life, that every single day is judgment day, there's no such thing as one big judgment day at the end. Like every day you're being judged. Every day everyone's watching. Every day you have the opportunity to make a different impression on people based on your reactions to their actions. And that's how you get justice, is to just truthfully be who you are. Be honest, be in your truth, be you, right? Be in your you. Know where the attacks are coming from so you can block them. Then you have stone people vigilant. So you might have a community of people who are very vigilant and being strong. You also have DNA karma at the bottom of the deck. Music and harmony and stillness. So music and stillness will be the thing that gets you out of whatever you're going through. Maybe you create music. That'll be your emergence for you to do what you need to do. Hello, Alexis. Hi. Happy to have you. And you need to ground yourself today and dance. So using some dance to ground yourself today will be very intelligent. And that's your wake-up call. Like, it's time for you to unlock your spirit for new beginnings and purify. Because if rain does come, it's to purify always. So purify yourself. Let these things wash out of you. You have a few more days to cleanse it up. I think that I wasn't supposed to let somebody come over to you. I was supposed to really build a space of peace. Environment of peace. Excuse me. So sorry, guys. For my son before he moved in. That's why his furniture won't be here till today. Because I really had to reestablish boundaries. What's up? Is that Justice? Oh, Journey. Sorry. What's up, baby? Really building a space of peace and enlightenment in my environment so that my son would move into something that was safe for him, something safe for his mind to grow up. You know, I'm just seeing jealousy, envy, manipulation, and health concern. So somebody's concerned because they tried to manipulate you. They try to use some kind of, gotta go. No problem, baby. You good. Someone tried to manipulate you and use all kinds of spell work to turn you into something that you're not. And they're worried. Yep, the concern card came out again. Because they're realizing that karma comes with trying to mess with you. People don't realize, like, really trying to take out their personal agendas on your life is not for you. Because look at that. You're protected. So you don't come against people who really have people protecting them. Like, you're a boss. And a lot of people don't realize that, like, not because of ego, but because of your spiritual ranking. People don't realize, like, just because somebody's younger than you don't mean they're higher than you on a spiritual chart. Like, people have to realize the newer generation is ushering in the newer world. So to be older and try to control what's going on as far as the movement of the world makes no sense, because the systems that you guys abided by 50 years ago, 60 years ago, 70 years ago are becoming outdated. Slavery is outdated. Jim Crow's outdated. Having a mindset where we think that we have to bow our heads to the powers that were is ridiculous when the government is shut down right now. They don't even have their own heads bowed to themselves. Like, they're still sitting here trying to figure out stuff based on how we react. So it's for us to realize that the newer generation, the real rebels, the ones who we think are, oh, they just don't want to listen, they don't want to apologize. They're trying to usher in a new world because they are supposed to be here to rebel, because we didn't have the spirit to do it. Our spirits were broken by our masters, by our bosses, by our friendships that weren't real. So now it's time for us to allow the newer generation to bring in the peace that we truly want. You can't bring in peace without destruction of a whole entire system first. Okay, Rome had to fall in order for something else to be built. And Rome wasn't built in a day either. When it was built, something else had to be destroyed for that to come into power. Pompeii didn't get destroyed by a volcano in one day. But those sculptures and those molds, or those castings of what happened to those people when they got covered up by magma still exist to this day. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you gotta allow the newer generation to bring in a new energy so that things can change, so that you can feel lighter in spirit, so that you can feel less pain, so that the things that we appropriate every single day don't become reality and for an eternity. Like, there's a whole entire neighborhood behind my neighborhood that like is energetically plugged into our neighborhood. Like, how are they all here siphoning our energy? Like, stay on your side of the damn fence. The heck y'all got ties with our energy over here for? We ain't got nothing for you over here. We got our own energy in our own neighborhood to take care of. Why are we sitting here giving out free cookies to y'all? No disrespect, but out of the self-love for ourselves, we got to block off certain things and realize it's not just about peace and harmony sometimes. Sometimes you got to allow your power to build up and your energy to build up so that you can be strong enough to... What's this card that just popped up? Let's see, inner thoughts, right? And then courthouse, strong enough to really go down to the courthouse and just, hey, I'm sorry, Alexis already left out of here. She said she gotta go. Surprise, right? And on the shirt it says what? No hate. Like, I don't have no hate for nobody. It's just when I realize and see that your connection to me is more draining than what energetic. It's like, I gotta let it go for the time being. Now I understand a lot of people, because they're exposed to so many different individuals, they have a more draining energy. But being a starseed is not an easy job. I ain't gonna hold you. When you've expanded your consciousness to the existence of what space is and how big space really is and how small the earth really is compared to the space in general or even the galaxy, how our universe is one of many in the galaxy. I'm 31. But when you expand your consciousness to that level, even because that doesn't even come with age, that just comes with conscious awareness. When you realize that our solar system looks like a freaking atom. So if we look like an atom, or our solar system looks like an atom underneath a microscope, wouldn't that mean that potentially our actual universe is like an atom and we're just little cells thinking that we know what we're doing, but really there's a natural way of doing things when the world was not barren and dry and people weren't killing each other? Oh, going back to the way that the planet was naturally before we started building buildings and concrete and forcing people to go to jobs. Right, so going back to growing our own foods and, normal things like free housing for everyone, no car notes, the existence of money is BS. Oh, no, you're fine. There's nothing to be sorry about. Like, all of these things really don't matter when you really, like, break it down. And it takes for the newer generation to stand in that authority and that knowingness because they know that, to really help free the ancestors, because the ancestors lived here before that stuff mattered too. You gotta remember, our ancestors built the economy on their back. So for us to think that we deserve the whole world on a platter is not egotistical as a young child. You never work for nothing. You're young bucks. You're just disrespectful coming through places. We're not supposed to be working for nothing. You old farts. Why the hell are you trying to tell us to work so hard? You worked enough. Why do you want to see other people stressed out working like you? If work killed your back, killed your hips, killed your spine, why would you want another generation to go through that same kind of disparity? It makes no sense. So the goal here is to, now as an older person, as an ancestor, assist and give a pathway for those that are trying to help free you from even your own pain. Family and real love popped out together. So maybe family is trying to show real love this time around. Divinity. I see love spell. Then I see lust. So somebody trying to do a love spell on you and create some kind of lust. They're calling it real love, but really it's lust. because you're a rich girl, you have a lot of energy, you have a lot of connections, you're rich in connections, and everybody wants your connections, and that's the pathway. You know the pathway, you're connected to the pathway. Your womb is the portal to heaven. Every womb is a portal to some kind of dimension. Now, I know my womb, luckily, because I know I'm going to heaven, and I'm one of the ones who came from heaven based on my spiritual journey. I know everybody wants access to my womb. You know, take me through there, take me through there, so they can see where my spirit goes, and my spirit ends up in heaven. So everybody wants to be plugged into me, but it's like y'all don't be doing the work to even deserve heaven. Y'all sitting here trying to control, beat down, stomp on, cause emotional distress, shoulder pain, neck pain, back pain. When I say I'm good. I need a boundary right now. I need a space. Y'all still trying to invade and percolate and perpetrate and all kinds. Like, a lot of people don't deserve. You don't deserve access to certain people's portals. The womb is a sacred place that I'm supposed to protect. I'm not supposed to just let any old body in my womb. I'm not supposed to just let any man in here just because he's a man. What do you mean? God don't just let every man into heaven, apparently, right? By y'all standards, y'all rule. So why would any man just have access to any woman's womb? Why, just because we live in the same neighborhood, do you think you should have access to me if you're not on the same stuff as me? You smoking weed, you drinking alcohol, you still effing people randomly. You got 2 bodies this year, 3 bodies this year. You worried about trying to get into my body, my spirit, and you don't even know you eating pork and all like, that's why I had to look at the person that I was dating. I'm like, hold on, you rather eat a Slim Jim than eat mushrooms? That stuff got pork, beef, and chicken in it. I don't eat none of that, and I'm letting you put your essence, your sperm cells in my body. That's what's making me sick. That's why I got acne now. Because I don't even eat that mess. My body's like, ew, what is this? Because you are what you eat. So you bringing that into my solar system. Something that I don't even eat the same stuff as you. We're not on the same frequency. It's like I'm 93.9 and you're 95.5. It's okay. We're just not on the same frequency, but stop trying to stop my frequency to make you feel like you have control over me. Like, no, you don't do what I do, so you can't lead me nowhere because you're not on the same program as me. So I can't be attached to someone like you because you're not on the same program as me. That's what men don't like to understand these days. It's like, you want to meet a woman and you like the woman, but you don't understand she has a lifestyle that has nothing to do with your lifestyle. Like, nothing that we do is in common. I don't eat that shit. I eat fruit and salads and mushrooms and leafy greens and stuff and protein. The most junk food I might eat is some Twizzlers and some sunflower seeds. I don't eat what other people eat. So they become bad for my spiritual food as well. You're not hygienic for my spiritual food. What I need to eat spiritually is not your energy because it's not on the same frequency as mine. So it's going to disturb what I have going on. If you would like to be in my energy because you see that it's lighter, it's more freer, it's more open, and you like what I got going on, then you have to change what you do. I'm not going to lower my standard and start eating pork and chicken and beef just to be able to be your friend. I can't do that. We should never see the opposite sex. We should never. Hold on. Good morning. How's the apartment life? So good to see you transiting into your space. Um, it's going good so far. I'm just really setting up who I am so people understand like why I am closed off from a lot of my environment. It's like I don't necessarily want to be in y'all's energy because it's like I haven't found anyone that appreciates the same kind of lifestyle as me yet. So when I find those people, I want to deal with those people. Now, that's not saying that I can't deal with other people too. But I had to now set a boundary and a standard now where it's like, okay, I got to realize that if you want to be a part of my energy, you got to change your life or you got to leave. Like, if you want to be one of the people who can actually walk in my life, walk in my body, be a part of my vibration, like, Okay, of course I gotta live within a container, right? But if you want to be the main container that also has access to me and influence over my mind, you would have to be on a similar kind of life journey as me, right? We should never seek the opposite sex. We should follow our divine path. And if that leads us to our partner, then it's meant to be. Exactly, Wayne. Do you play Roblox? No, my son does. I mean, mentally, yeah, I do. I've seen a faith card pop out. So it's saying have faith, things will get better. That was a lot. You might have been in a lot of confusion and illusion, but you're a sweetheart, is what I'm picking up from these cards. All the other cards is too much. So confusion, illusion, because you might be a sweetheart, but it says have faith. Sorry, I had to get up. Those fell all the way down there. Someone may be throwing you the evil eye this time. A mature woman is heavily locked into the legal system, maybe working with them or against them to keep you stuck, tied down, depending on their angle. I see relationship and a number 4 pop up, so that seems to be important. January, February, March, April. Something about April might be important. You may be involved in a 4-way relationship. I don't know why that just came through for whoever that's for. But the opposition is getting that ass whooped. Whoever the opposition is. Because of your gift. They're getting karma for what may have been done to a child. That might have caused a health concern. You might be getting compensated actual money for this. Which will leave you in enamor. We might have people enamored with you, seeing who you truly are, seeing your true essence of your gifts. It may cause conflict with someone else, though. Due to a false narrative that they try to put out about you to people around you. Trying to paint you out to be an evil person. There's a love offer coming through, though. I ain't gonna lie. As soon as I denied that message and I ain't respond, next dude was like, so yeah, how was your performance? How did everything go? Involved, supportive. That's all I ever asked for from anybody that was in my life, was just to support. To know that I was doing something and just be nice about it. Chakras, alignment, get your chakras aligned, clear your chakras. This may cause someone else emotional pain to clear all your chakras, but you should clear your chakras. You should make it your goal to look at your whole spirit body and be like, 1, clear. 2, clear. from all directions. 3, clear, right? 4, clear. 5, clear. 6, clear. 7, clear. 8, clear. 9, clear. 10, clear. 11, clear. Crystal clear. 12, clear. And keep on going. And don't follow nobody else's wave. Okay, whoever's giving you this love offer is to be trusted because they're an earth angel. That's the last card that went in, right? The love offer. Oh no, the emotional pain came from the person who. Okay, chakra alignment, clearing them will cause someone emotional pain, but it's to be trusted that whatever pain you release, trust it because you're an earth angel and you need to be able to shine through as such. So this may cause destruction in someone else's life and it may leave them in spiritual poverty. But hello from the other side, baby, because we got to go. An ice king might have to deal with this. An ice queen might have to deal with this. Again, they might be the ones in poverty. They did death magic on you. That's why they're blocked from your life now. They're being flying monkeys in your life right now. The message is, again, they did death magic to manipulate you. And that's why they're blocked. Because you're high honor. I think that's well enough put in the cards. And I ain't have to shuffle for that to come out. So today's message, I'm going to read it again. At the end, it says again, avoid extremes. Apply your mind to instruction and correction and your ears towards words of knowledge. Proverbs 23:12. When I first became a Christian, I heard a message about keeping my mouth shut. So I made a decision that the next day I wouldn't open my mouth to say anything. I was determined to not get myself in any trouble with my words. The next morning, I did not say a word for several hours. Then somebody asked me, "What is your problem?" That made me mad all over again. Eventually, I learned that extremes never make our days go right. Excuse me. Reading God's word helps us find balance to face everything that comes our way. The word says that we are to be well balanced because the devil seeks someone to devour. Be balanced in light and dark, because definitely people coming through trying to take. All right, that's the message, y'all. Don't forget to click the link down below. Listen to my music on all streaming platforms, whether it be breath work, whether it be the rap, whether it be the spoken word poetry, because you need to go ahead and have a quick cry, or you want to feel empowered with my affirmations. Whichever one it is, it's all down below on Apple Music and all streaming platforms. You can find me. Same name at Euphoria, 9 A's, 1_. Why 9 A's? Because it's either the 3, the 6, or the 9. Okay, Euphoria, or Euphoria, or Euphoria. All right, was the name. So you see what I chose, because 3, 6 was all taken. So I had to go with 9. And that was information that just came to me naturally. That was before I got deep into my spiritual journey. But yeah, your girls got to go now. It was beautiful being here with y'all and sharing love and light with y'all. But yeah. It's time to go. Okay? So hopefully y'all enjoyed the live. Be here tomorrow again at probably between, I'll say I might go live earlier at 4:30 if I've been needing to sleep a little bit past 4:30 lately. Getting adjusted. Y'all see I look a little bit more tired than usual? And my eyes, they look a little spaced out. Well, it's in my eyes. Something is bothering my eyes. I don't know what it is, but I feel it. Like when I can imagine myself looking at myself, I feel it kind of drop off my face. So whatever it is, it's really trying to wear my skin, and it's really disgusting me that something is trying to live that deeply inside of my skin. Knowing damn well I don't even like people that much. Anywho, I love people. I'm just saying, I don't like people that use people. That's all. Don't come over here trying to use me and to get a space in my life and you ain't pouring into me. You talking down to me, you know? But that's life. We live and we learn. So I love y'all. Remember, here on this platform, you are heard, seen, and loved. Remember to have peace, love, and hair grease and everything in between, because those are your tools in your body help you manifest your dreams and let nobody take advantage of you. And also, if you want to support the channel, order a bottle of the Parasite Detox capsule so I can ship these directly to your front door so you can get the parasites out of your body. It'll help you really get your energy up. Also, guys, I'm menstrual right now too. I'm on cycle, so I'm allowed to be a little drained right now too. Don't mind me. I'm cycling right now, so I'm drained. I'm losing blood. So that's another reason I'm tired. But these also have hibiscus in them to help you balance your hormones during your cycle. So that's another good thing about these as well. So yeah, y'all tap in, y'all get y'all some golden illumination parasite detox capsules. Also, you can order a sweatshirt or something like that off the website. I might go order one of my own hoodies right now, the Eternal Euphoria hoodie, just so I can show y'all it in person. I'm gonna order it off of my TikTok shop and wear it and show y'all. The ingredients in my capsules are blessed thistle, burdock root, hyssop. Okay, I'll read you everything. Blessed thistle for inflammation. Burdock root cleanses the blood. Cascara sagrada, natural laxative to cleanse the gut, which is the second brain. Hyssop is the holy healing herb. Nettle heals cuts and wounds. Hibiscus is around to, or rather in it, to balance the hormones. Prickly ash bark is an antiseptic. Wormwood to cleanse the lymphatic system. Yarrow root specifically geared to eliminate the hemoth worm, which is the virus responsible for, or rather the parasite responsible for the herpes virus. And then yellow dock also geared towards cleansing the lymphatic system. And then I also added an oil of oregano as well, which is good for the inflammation of the immune system. All right. So there's that. Here's what they look like. I do make these myself. I put this stuff in there and everything. So you can see the oil of oregano is where it's dark at. I put the oil in the capsule first, and then I put the powder on top, and then I close the machine, and it puts the capsule on the top, or puts the top capsule on, and then I have to push it tighter for them to lock in, and that's how I make the capsules. So I take 4 a day, every day, and then I'll take maybe 2 more after my meal. My second meal, or rather my first meal, which is the heaviest meal. Like, so I might eat Qdoba and then take 2, or Chipotle and eat 2. Or yesterday I had a bunch of mushrooms. Like I chopped up a king oyster mushroom and seasoned it real well. That and some plantains, and then I'll take 2. Just to keep my digestive tract moving and grooving. How it's supposed to, so. You know, keep it G. All right, you guys. I love y'all. Y'all be good. Peace. Have a good night. Well, some people have a good night. People who are tapped in from Australia, y'all have a good night. People who are tapped in over here, have a good morning, have a good day, good afternoon, wherever y'all tapping in from, all over the world. Y'all know it's international over here. It's your girl Euphoria tapping out. And remember, like I said, go check out my music, all streaming platforms, link it down below, and follow me on all social media. But yep, it's time for me to go get my day started. So I love y'all. Peace, love, and hair grease, and everything in between, because these are your tools in your body to help you manifest your dreams. Don't let nobody take advantage of you. Alrighty, I'm out.